Okie dokie. Good day, everybody. This is James from MarketsAware, bringing you your daily insight on the 8th of August 2016 with love and care from MarketsAware, associated with our partnership with the International Bullion Network. Today, I just want to have a quick look at maybe the Commonwealth or the former empire. The currencies, of course, I'm talking about is the sterling, the Aussie dollar, and the Kiwi. Looking ahead at this week at certain events which can indeed affect these pairs I've aforementioned. Kicking us off on the 9th of August at 8:30 a.m. GMT, we have the UK industrial production. Expectation is for it to come in slightly higher than previous at 0.1%. Previous it was minus 0.1%. This is indeed of medium importance, but still we need to watch the sort of sterling crosses and obviously the cable, etc. At the same time, on the 9th of August, we have the UK manufacturing production. Expectation again is for this to come in slightly higher than previous, though still at a minus figure at minus 0.2%. Previously, it was minus 0.5%. Again, a medium importance, but we need to keep a close eye on it. However, later that day on the 9th at 2 p.m. GMT, we have in this a GDP estimate. This can be of high importance, so we need to pay attention to this event, certainly for all the cable traders out there. Okay, then on the 10th of August, things get a little bit more exciting at 3:05 a.m. GMT. So this is for all the early morning Asian session traders. We have the Royal Bank of Australia Governor Glenn Stevens speaks. And as we know, whenever a governor of a central bank is speaking, it can cause a fair bit of volatility in the market as they look for sort of statements, or maybe a hint for forward guidance. So clearly we have to keep an eye on the Aussie dollar versus the majors, keep an idea on the Kiwi and gold, of course. Then a little bit later on that day, the attention goes to obviously New Zealand, away from Australia, because at 9 p.m. GMT, this is again on the 10th of August, we have the Royal Bank of New Zealand's base rate decision. Expectations is they're going to cut rates down to 2% from 2.25%. This is indeed, like with any central bank announcement, high importance. So we need to keep a close eye on the Kiwi versus the majors and gold, etc. At the same time, we have the New Zealand monetary statement. Again, this is at 9 p.m. Again, of high importance. And the press conference at the same time at 9 p.m. from New Zealand Central Bank. So really, we need to keep a close eye on, obviously, on the Kiwi, etc. around these times. Having a quick look on how the market is so far on this Monday. Currently, the stocks and indices, etc., are still enjoying the buzz set by that surprise NFP announcement on Friday. And as I aforementioned, another central bank steps up to the plate this week with the Royal Bank of New Zealand. Though, like I say, they are expected to reduce rates. A lot of analysts and experts are already expecting that this rate cut is priced into the market. So really, it's for any surprises that can cause a reaction, i.e. a bigger rate cut or no rate cut at all, or a neutral bias could actually benefit the Kiwi. But a lot of analysts are expecting, like I say, it's possibly priced in, but still, as always, we got to be ahead of the curve and be prepared for anything. As for the cable, it's coming at the moment under intense scrutiny, with many expecting potential further drops in the near future due to really uncertainty of the brick exit, the stagnant labour market, the fear the UK is heading into another recession, and the chances of another US rate hike in September, certainly boosted now by that surprise NFP result. Just for your knowledge, the pound, or the British pound, has actually weakened over 10% against the US dollar so far this year. Really down to that brick exit, as we know. As the market currently stands, looking at the Kiwi, this is on a daily chart. There's two key supports according to the Bollinger. There's two key supports. The Bollinger is showing a potential support at 0.71128. However, the simple moving average is showing a potential support at 0.7 sorry, 0.70881. So again, they're very closely knit supports. Above, of course, the standard moving average on the daily. This is showing we're still slightly keeping like above an uptrend at the moment. But like I say, if that surprises us with the Royal Bank of New Zealand, then we could see it really tested. And obviously break down, then obviously we're going to be looking at a potential downtrend. So, like I say, that announcement is vital in connection with the Kiwi. Moving on to sort of, I guess you can call it maybe its cousin, the Australian dollar on the daily. Despite gold being under pressure, don't forget the Aussie dollar and gold are sometimes quite connected, and the disappointing Chinese data we had earlier in the session, the Aussie is holding on to its current gains. The Bollinger is showing a potential resistance on a daily chart at 0.76671 and a potential first support at 0.75527. There we go, just there. The simple moving average is showing a potential key support at 0.74746. So again, if we remain above this on the daily, it's still on an uptrend, but really this is a key level we need to keep an eye on, certainly over the next sort of couple of events, especially obviously with Mr. Stevens, the Royal Bank of Australia governor speaking. So let's have a look on what he can potentially bring to the table. And moving on to the cable, like I say, a lot of people are talking about the cable at the moment. This is cable on a daily. Under the simple moving average, is indicating a downtrend. We know that clearly it's under a downtrend after all the drama of the brick exit. The Bolly is showing a potential resistance, though, 1.33652, and a potential support at 1.303. So I start again, 1.30137. So really, it's it's looking quite interesting here. Certainly with maybe the industrial manufacturing production, and yeah, like I said, those are the sort of things we need to keep an eye on. But like I said, there's a lot of talk and a lot of pressure on the cable at the moment. In fact, some analysts are expecting, or not expecting, or even should I say, predicting. If they're expecting, they would be very rich people, of course, but they're actually predicting it could reach as low as 1.28 in the midterm. So there is a lot of attention on the cable. So we need to watch that very, very, very carefully. Keeping with the cable, just an interesting side note. This is the cable on the weekly. So I'm going to quick let's see if we can see a potential Elliott wave patterning happen. And indeed we can. We can say here is a wave 1, we've got wave 2, and then wave 3. Now the question is, of course, we can interpret it several ways. If you look at a different way, you could say this is wave 1, wave 2, this is wave 3, we had wave 4 here, so maybe we're starting wave 5. However, I sort of tend to think, like I say, the rules is wave 3 is always got to be bigger. This is still potentially the wave 4 here, so wave 3 here. So we still maybe have wave 4 to come, but wave 3 could continue. So we need to keep a very close eye on the potential developments of this current wave, etc. So yeah, let's keep a close eye. Are we on 3 or are we on 5? If I was to know that, I would be very rich. But hey, this is, like I say, this is just for information. And as I always say, that's a wrap for now. As always I say, this is no way intended to be taken as advice. It's purely for informative purposes only. I do suggest you do your own due diligence, your own research before making a trading decision, and be aware of the risks at hand. As always, special thanks to NetDania for the fantastic charts. This is James from MarketsAware with the association of our partner, the International Bullion Network. You trade safe.